You're watching a Titan Medical Center production. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Titan Medical Center Health and Lifestyle Show. I'm John Sikoris, and this is my wife, Sharisse, and we are the owners and founders of Titan Medical Center. Stay tuned because you guys are gonna love some of the information you guys are gonna get about your health, your fitness, maybe your financials, and definitely your relationship. So you definitely wanna stay tuned because you're gonna love all the great information coming your way. What do you think, Sharisse?
I think you should tune in every Sunday at 11 a.m.
So stay tuned for this because you guys are gonna love the rest of the show.
Are you stocked up on your Titan medical therapies?
So we are here right now at the JW Marriott again because we were here for the Maxed Out Summit. We got to speak on stage and be a part of an amazing event today. And we cruised over Hurricane Pro. We had to come back to the JW Marriott to get ready for the Tucks and Tails of the Humane Society. It's a Bollywood theme, and of course, I've got some of my day one A1s with me. We're gonna have a great time. This is another blessing for us for sure. Going to be a part of this great event and being a sponsor and giving back to a great charity that obviously we believe in. We're at the Tampa Convention Center, which wasn't too far from the JW Marriott. We took the Sprinter anyway because we had to be cool coming over here, like temperature-wise, right? And we're gonna go in this amazing event, Tucks for Tails, Tucks and Tails, Bollywood theme. Gonna see all these awesome dogs. It's gonna be a good night. All right, guys, we just walked in to the main event. This is where it's all going down for Tucks and Tails. We've got this amazing runway, which they'll be bringing down animals. Maybe you might be able to, help out in one way or the other, from donating or maybe, to be their parent, right? So that's what the Titan Lifestyle is all about. Check it out. Stay tuned. Let's go. Guys, we're watching a show and we're about to pop some bubbly here because we're celebrating. And the only time you should drink champagne is if you're celebrating. Because you know what? We're winning and we're gonna stay winning. So let's pop this bottle and celebrate. Opa! Let it breathe, baby. Let it breathe. Opa, baby. That's how we go. Let's go. Cheers, guys. Cheers, guys.
It is an honor to be back here with
Friends, family, the Titan Lifestyle. We love you guys. Let's go. Tucks and Tails for a good cause. What an amazing event. We're leaving right now, Tucks and Tails. They are going to have the after party. So we're going to go freshen up a little bit. Might stop by one other event, maybe come back to the after party. Who knows? So follow along and you'll get to see where we go. Let's go. Come on. Got some years in, boys. Some years. You know how we do it, baby. That's right. Ooh, let's go.
Titan Medical Center. No shortcuts, just results.
Titan Medical Center helps people from all walks of life so they can feel better, look better, and perform better. No matter your journey, Titan Medical Center will help you every step of the way to improve your overall quality of life. Call or text us today at 727-389-3220 and start living the Titan lifestyle today. What's up, guys? We are here at Tampa International Airport, and it's almost like 5:45, 5:50. Got out of the house probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, heading to Las Vegas, straight through Southwest, going to Mr. Olympia, starting the weekend Wednesday. We're getting down there, which is today, and at that point we'll be ending our trip, flying back Sunday. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on in between, so I hope you're ready for this. Let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's start it up. Come on. Mr. Olympia, Titan Medical Center. Let's go. Here in Las Vegas, Mr. Olympia. It was a good flight. Slept a little bit, but it was an early flight. Real early. So at that point, I think we left there at like 6:15. And you know Vegas, right? Because West Coast, you lose those 3 hours. So it's 8 o'clock here. So let's go get our bags. Let's go see if we can check in early, get something to eat, and explore some of Las Vegas before the big expo. So let's go. All right, we are driving down the strip, going to our hotel. We're staying at the Aria this year, and it's pretty cool when you drive down the strip. Ooh, we are here. Oh yeah. Let's go. About to check in. So we are walking in right now, V Savage. And this is Sharisse and all her glory right here. All these dresses come from V Savage. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the beautiful one of them all?
Me. Thank you.
Now I have to pay for this because you broke it. Sitting here, dress shopping.
This is custom dress shopping.
Yeah, it's custom dress shopping. What's up, guys? John here, and with my beautiful wife, Sharisse.
Hey, everybody.
And we are here at V Savage with the lead stylist here, director of operations himself, Edgar.
Hey.
And Edgar has helped Sharisse in so many different ways with these custom dresses and custom clothing that V Savage makes. I mean, it's out of this world. How can they get some custom clothing from V Savage?
So when it comes to our clothing, basically we do have a website, we do have our Instagram. We're extremely active on Instagram.
Yep.
I believe that's how we communicated at first.
Yeah, I had to take them up.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, you bought something from one of the outlets that we supply to, and well, thankfully you ended up here, which we're like, we make everything. Everything is handmade here in Vegas.
Check them out, V Savage, and ask for
Hollywood.
Edgar, right?
Ask
You know,
for me.
give a call, you know, and it'll hook you up and get you concierge to get something very custom, very nice, so you look spectacular at your next event or function. Love going to Vegas, man. You seeing all these different clothing shops. It's pretty cool. I remember coming down these stairs like this. We're here in Vegas, first night out where we just got in today. So, whew, walked around a little bit, checked out some of the malls, went back upstairs, took a little nap, right? Now we're out for dinner. We're gonna go to Carbone, which Carbone is like one of the best Italian restaurants I think you could ever eat at. best spicy rigatoni at Carbone. All right, guys, we just finished up night number 1. That's right, eating Carbone, so good, so delicious. So at this point, we're full, we're ready to go to bed because tomorrow starts Olympia weekend for sure. Olympia 2025, it's on and popping, and you're gonna be right along with us, so let's go. Weight loss, energy, mental clarity, lean muscle building, better sleep, better performance in the bedroom. You know, if you said that you want to get better in any of these different areas that we just said, then my question to you is, have you taken a step towards your progress? And if not, Titan Medical Center can help you with that progress and help you move forward. Your first step is to call or text us at 727-389-3220. Always a good day when my good friend Thaddeus Bullard, aka Titus O'Neil, joins us here at Titan. Obviously, you're in here for your 6-month checkup, make sure everything is good. Blood-wise, we're going to run the full in-depth panel on you. So we're going to run a CMP, a comprehensive metabolic panel, liver, kidneys, electrolytes are the real highlights on that panel, along with a fasting glucose. So it'll tell you what your sugar level is currently right now. After that, we're going to do a CBC, complete blood cell count, white blood cell count, red blood cell count, hemoglobin, hematocrit. We'll see if there's any infection for the white blood cell count. There's not, everything's good there. And see where your levels are with red blood cell count, hemoglobin, hematocrit, especially being on testosterone. If you are on testosterone or any anabolic, you want to check this. At that point, we want to look at, prostate PSA with you. Obviously, us, we're getting a little bit older, prostate is concerned. We're going to look at a full thyroid, T3, T4, TSH, to make sure the thyroid's all in general working condition and working properly, because that could do a lot of different things to the body too if it's off. Then we're going to look at free and total testosterone, progesterone, estradiol, IGF-1 levels, and B12 levels. So we're going to look a lot. Plus your cholesterol. Obviously, we want to look at that and see where your total cholesterol is, triglycerides, HDL, LDL, and the whole 9. After that, we're going to add on a couple extra panels. So we want to look at vitamin D, right? That's a big one. We know we live in Florida. We're supposed to be getting all this vitamin D from the sun, but a lot of people, it just doesn't convert in the body. And that could be essential for a lot of different things health-wise, right? Because vitamin D is a hormone, not a vitamin. Next thing, hemoglobin A1C. You said you stopped eating sugar. So we're gonna see what a 3-month average is of your sugar levels, and this will tell us exactly. Now, for people out there, you can tell them if they're pre-diabetic, diabetes type 2, or where they kind of fall on that level. But that's it. So it's gonna be a really, really full in-depth panel. And then after that, next time you come in, we're gonna throw in some extra tests. We're just gonna keep checking. We'll just keep checking down the line and see where it's going and keep improving and be on our way. Sound good?
Cool, man.
It's so simple and easy to get blood work here at Titan Medical Center, either in person or nationwide. We got your back. We can check everything that we're checking on Thaddeus here and a lot more. So if you're interested in blood work, please contact us today at 727-389-3220.
Tired of living in black and white? Call Titan Medical Center. We'll bring the color back.
Become Titan Strong. Call or text us today at 727-389-3220.
What's up, guys? I'm John,
I'm Sharisse.
and we are back with another Cupid's Corner. That's right. Me and my little beautiful wife right here every week are coming at you guys and bringing you guys great tips, tricks, and things that will hopefully ignite, entice, and up your relationship to a whole new exciting level. And if you're not in a relationship, don't worry, because hopefully you'll get in one and you'll have all this information so you can pull it out and use it in a new relationship so it's a successful one. And you'll be doing at least your part to make it a successful one at that. So every week we come with some different topics. And, this last week was Thanksgiving and we had the family members over and stuff like that. So I think this topic was right along the lines of hitting home on me, and I want to get your guys' take on it and make sure you guys know how it was on you. So let's get into the topic. Yeah. So how do you think that your parents influenced your view on relationships today, right? So how do you think they affected your relationships today? Do you think they affected your relationships today? Because, obviously we're a product of our environment in some circumstances or situations, scenarios. And this goes a long, long way. But there are people that, they go against what their environment is all the way through and through. They recognize they want better.
And they want to do something different, right?
Yeah, they want to do it different, There's some people that have a great environment that don't do so good either. So there's not some one way that's right or wrong, okay, at this point. But, this is so true, right? And for me, the example set. Now, my growing up as a child was good in some sense and bad in other senses. Now, relationship-wise, I don't think that it was the best example out there. And please, Mom and Dad, don't kill me about this, but I'm only speaking the truth, right? Growing up, I had loving parents on both sides, right? I had a brother and the whole nine. So it was really, really good. We weren't financially strapped or anything like that. So, God bless us. But the internal relationship of my parents, I don't think that it was the most healthy relationship. Obviously they were business partners, entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So you spend a lot of time inside and outside the house. But for them, it was always like, eruptions in World War III, where, they're fighting with each other, they're cursing at each other. When we did have, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, like all these things, like our house was center point to all the family members from both sides coming. And, even in between there, the lines of the family members, there was conflict, almost at every single holiday that I attended. And
it's common for a lot of families.
So it's common for families to have eruptions at all their holidays.
I feel like this is it's actually, people don't speak about it, right? Because it's embarrassing sometimes. But I do feel like at a lot of, because I was in the same position. There were, it was like all happy. And then towards the latter part of the day, there was something that was always brought up that, yes, caused an eruption in the day. Conflict,
eruption, or, maybe some things that, people weren't over before they came to that visit, and then that's where it all had to get handled. So I mean, I've been into in a lot of these situations my whole life. So my thing was, I took the good traits from my parents, and I recognized the bad traits, and I recognized how I didn't want that for my family when I had a family. I didn't want my son or daughter, whoever it was at that point in time, to go through some of the different things that I went through when I was growing up, because it didn't make me feel good in all ways, shapes, and forms. When I used to go over other people's houses, I used to see the way that their parents used to interact with each other. It was a lot different, and so, it was normal for me to be growing up in that situation, and it was normal to see all these things around me. But when I went to other places, and I seen the way that they were interacting with each other, I felt like the odd man out. I felt like, man, why can't I have this? Why can't my parents get along? Or, why can't they interact like this? Because that's not the environment that I'm going back to. So, it's a learning experience all the way through and through. Whatever you do in life is always going to shape you, mold you, and become who you are. But you can fight some of these different things and not make it happen for yourself in the future. So if you recognize the bad traits or the things that are going on or have went on in your past, you can utilize those things to hopefully, you learn from your past and you don't commit those same bad mistakes in the future for you or your family. And you're the example for your family, right? Whether you're a mom, whether you're a dad, whatever it is, even the grandparents, right? Cousins, uncles, you guys are all family, and you guys will mold the younger generations that are coming through your family. They will see what's going on with you, and they will try to emulate these things, and they might not think that they want to do it, and they fall right into the rut and the routine of what happened before with you or with somebody else that's in your family that they're watching, and they're using this as an example. Like, they think this is okay. So,
it's normalcy for them, right?
Yeah, it's normalcy. Exactly.
Right. It's normal for them, and to be specific, bringing up maybe old things that's happened before that's caused arguments, and that's kind of what it is. Even when I met John, I told him the same thing, and we ironically had some very, very similar upbringings where our parents would argue in front of us, and they would scream and yell, and I wasn't there for his matches between his parents, but with my parents, it was World War III as well, and it wasn't just screaming and yelling. There was things being thrown, some food outside the door. Next level type of fighting.
Right.
There's one thing to have an argument,
right?
And I'm sorry, Mom, in advance. And I'm sure my dad's watching me from above, so I'm sorry to him too. But there's just regular fighting, and then there's like next level fighting of just grabbing things, throwing things, breaking things. And, obviously you don't want to set that example, like John was saying, for the little ones, because they are watching you. Right. They're watching everything you do. Right. So this goes for the same thing with the family gatherings, is that this is your time, and I hate to put it this way, but let's be realistic, and I'm always real with you guys. This is the time to, if you did have a problem with somebody, let's just say a family member, this is the time to mend it, right? You're supposed to come together and mend it. Now, if let's just say somebody's at this place and you don't really care for that person, this would be the time to fake it. Yeah, right. You're going to fake it because you want to get through the holiday and make everybody else happy. These holidays like, Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff like that, it is supposed to be times of joy, right? Happiness, joy.
Making memories.
Positive memories. Not, yelling across a table or argument across a table or bringing something up in front of, other family members or whatever it might be. This is not the time for that, right? So when me and John met, one of the things we made a promise to each other is that we were never going to fight in front of our kids, We're never going to argue in front of Peter. We don't want that for him because we don't want the hostile environment for him. We don't want him to have that same environment with his wife and his children growing up, because he's going to do whatever is happening now, whether he wants to or not. It's gonna gather, and he's gonna become that individual, and it's gonna have to take him, just like John did and myself, to say, wait, hold on. There is this one portion of my life and one portion of what my parents did that I don't want to do. And then you have to fix it, change it, and change that going forward, so it changes for all the generations going forward.
That's right.
Because remember, it's not just your children, it's their children and their children's children and so forth, right? And we can't say that these generations are getting any easier to train. So we might as well make it easy now and try to make it, as positive as possible.
Right. You set the right standard. You put the right example out so that they understand, like, this is the way it should be done. And then you talk to them about it too as well. That's another thing. You talk to your kids, you talk to your loved one about it, your partner, maybe you've had these bad experiences in the past, and you vocally tell them, like, hey, listen, like, I don't want this in our relationship, right? Right when you get into it. So if you guys aren't in a relationship, and you start talking about all these different things, the do's, the don'ts, and, things that are like, deal breakers, this could be something you bring up. If you're already in a relationship, right, you're going to have one or two situation scenarios. The first situation is that person agrees with you totally, and everything's been good since the start. The second situation is you already fell into some of these bad things. Now, what are you going to do to get out of it? That's when you really got to talk to them. You got to put an action plan into play, per se, right? I always like my action plans, right? Because, we can talk a good game and we could say we're sorry and all these good things, but what actions are you going to do to make a change? And actions really speak louder than words, right? You like that old saying.
Always, yeah.
It's so
I do
true,
say that
right?
very often.
People can tell you, I love you. No, let me see your actions, because your actions are going to
show
truly
me,
tell
don't
me.
tell me.
Exactly. Show you, not tell me. So, these are different things that you want to do. Now, I would challenge you guys to really think about your past, right? And your childhood possibly. And, if it was good, was it bad, I'm sorry, but revisit that and really think about what you went through and think about, has it affected the way that you get into relationships and how your relationship is today? And are there things that you might want to change because now you're realizing like, oh my God, like I'm just like my dad, or I'm just like my mom, or just like this relationship. Like this is not what I want to be with,
right.
Or this is not what I want to get into, right? So I mean, you should really look at that because people do follow trends too. So when you get into the trend of, let's say, people that have abusive parents or abusive dads, girls, they fall into the trend of going to abusive men because that's all they know.
Well, they think
that's
that's normal, right? So you saw that your mom was constantly screamed at, yelled at, maybe beaten or whatever it might have been. So then you get into a relationship, it's happening to you at this point, and instead of you saying, hold on, wait, I'm not going to accept this, you end up accepting it thinking that it's normal because you grew up like that. Right. So, and it's not okay, right? It's not okay. You want to be able to treat women with respect, right? And the same thing goes for a guy. Just because we're women doesn't mean that we're the ones that only get respect and that's how it goes. Respect is a two-way street. You need to respect him. He needs to respect you. That's how it's supposed to go. So it's important. It's important that you guys are implementing these things and you guys are recognizing it and that you guys are able to pick it out, point it, and then fix it. So that way, you could be better. The whole point, right? And we say this all the time, right? And I know John, he knows what I'm going to say right now. But the whole point is that every generation is supposed to get better. And we always tell Peter, he's like, oh, I did this better than you, and I'm getting better at this, and yada, yada, yada. The 13-year-old teenage boy talk, right? So, I'm like, listen, the whole point is for you to be better.
Right.
Like, I want you to be better than me. I want you to do more than I do. I want you to make more money than me.
Yes.
I want you to have a better education than I did.
Yes.
I want you to have things that I didn't have. I want you to be able to provide your kids with everything that maybe I couldn't provide you. It's all supposed to be getting better and better and better. It's not supposed to degrade over the years.
That's right.
It's supposed to get better. That's better.
Right. And that's how it really should be. And you should want better for you. You should want better for your family, your kids, and the whole thing. I mean, for your partner especially. So, really look at yourself. Look and evaluate your relationship. If there's things you guys want to change, then change them. Do it now. Don't say, oh, I'm going to wait till next week or I'll see how it goes. Change it now, right? Have the communication with your partner. So I hope you guys have liked this show. And, every week we're bringing you guys great tips and tricks to help you guys out. And, of course, if you guys are not looking your best or feeling your best, then Titan Medical Center is going to be able to help you guys out. So if you guys want to call or text us, we can help you guys out feeling good, looking good, and performing your best.
Listen, if you guys are having the mood swings, right? Come on. Maybe you need your hormones
getting older, right? Or you're not maybe liking the way that you're looking, in the
You might need to get your hormones checked.
You
get
can
some
do weight
blood
loss,
work.
do all types of different things. So, guys, make sure you guys are tuning into us every week, 11 a.m. on ABC. And DVR it if you can't watch it live. And if you can't do either one of those, go over to YouTube, type in Titan Medical Center, watch all these great episodes and a lot of other cool content that we got for you guys. We'll see you guys next week on another Cupid's Corner, 11 a.m. on ABC. I appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we're out.
Thanks, guys.